Hey guys, we're going to jump into a draft here. Yeah, I've been having a pretty good time here with the drafts. I'm still learning the format. I'm just trying to kind of do sort of a more aggressive setup here than I have been in the past. So looking at this pack, I think the best cards here are Lattice Blade Mantis and Bladehold Warwhip. Just because I'm not sure, what's going to be passed to us, I think I'm more willing to settle into one color here for the first pick. These are both very powerful cards. I think it's possible that Warwhip is slightly better, but I think that this is good enough that I'm happy to take the Lattice Blade Mantis here. The kind of decks that I like to draft, which I've kind of seen success in the past, I'm trying to get a slightly lower land count, really low to the ground, at least 16 creatures, 15 to 16 creatures, and then the rest kind of threats to help you punch through, is what I've had the best success with personally. That doesn't mean that other drafting styles certainly don't work, because they do. It's just this is what's worked best for me. So that's kind of what I'm going to be looking to do. Okay, so we got past the rare, Malkator Purity Overseer. Certainly it's a fine card. It gives you a 3/3 in addition to another body. And then if you have a lot of artifacts and kind of build around, can be very good. Other cards, there's a lot of blue being represented here. So we have, looks like they took an uncommon. But if any of these wheel, these are all quite good. I've really enjoyed using the Prowler, Raptor, Transplant Theorist. I'd be happy to see all of those. So I think that's what I'm going to take here is the rare. It's early enough in the draft we can try to build around it. So, okay. Here we can just pick up the Transplant Theorist. We could also, I guess, I haven't seen this one before. Okay, never mind. Other cards here, so Ruthless Predation is good if we want to kind of stay open here with green. If we want to start pushing blue, possibly blue-white. Charge of the Mites makes some artifacts, which is kind of fun. Transplant Theorist helps kind of get things going if you're going with artifacts. I'm pretty split here between, I think it's between Predation and Transplant Theorist. Yeah, I think I'm going to try Transplant Theorist. And I'm happy I did. Looks like the green kind of dried up there. So based on this, let's look at our next pick. Lightbringer is fine. It's not an artifact. But I like Infested Fleshcutter here. Not only is this an artifact, but it also creates more artifacts. So I think that's the pick if we're trying to do sort of our build-around strategy. Mind Splice Apparatus is fine and constructed. Not as exciting here, I think, in draft. And then Insight is perfectly fine. I think I'm going to go with the Fleshcutter, though. Okay, so this is good blue removal. Happy to pick that up. Dune Mover is also good. It kind of helps set up, the next land, and then it's also an artifact, which is kind of fun for what we're doing here, but I'm happy to take removal. And I think we just want to, Transplant Theorist is quite good. Yeah, this is also great removal, though, so I think still we want to pick up the removal. Augury is fine. Seeing a lot of, I guess, black and, yeah, so some black coming here, but I'm happy to take the Augury. Malkator's Watcher is great. This definitely helps what we're doing. It's an artifact. It replaces itself. Although if we're going hard on artifacts, we could go with Eye of Malkator here. The scry, and then it also kind of triggers off everything we do. So maybe that's actually the pick here. I think let's go with Eye of Malkator. Thrumming Bird's also a fine card, but it's not an artifact, and I want to kind of push the artifact theme. Here's another artifact to kind of help move us forward. There's another Transplant Theorist, happy to see that. Custodian's fine, but it's not nearly as good as Transplant Theorist. And then, let's see, we've got Font. Not interested in that. I think we're just gonna pick up the Enforcer here. It's not an artifact itself, but it definitely gets better with artifacts. Okay, so pack 2. Okay, so Retrofitter turns artifacts into 4/4s, which is always fun. I don't know if it's better than Transplant Theorist. Just having 3 of these might be the right way to go. Skull Bomb is fine. Let's see, this is not an artifact, but makes an artifact. And then we've got the Fisher, which is kind of a nice later game card. I think I'm just going to go with a 3rd Transplant Theorist here. Let's see. Okay, so we've got Tamiyo's Logbook. This is actually pretty hilarious in this deck. Glider is great. We don't have a lot of poison though, and it is an artifact, but I think I'm just going to take the Logbook. Let's see. Nothing too exciting here. I guess we'll just take the Insight to do some card draw. Plated Onslaught should be actually quite good in this deck. Let's see. These are fine, but not artifacts, so let's just go with the Plated Onslaught. Happy to pick up another Prowler. Let's see, this is not an artifact, but it makes one. Okay, Trawler Drake is normally quite good. We don't have too many cards. I guess we have a couple that are non-creature spells, so it should be fine. Again, I kind of want to go on theme. Let's see, Fisher is a good finisher. This is kind of mid-range, but it is an artifact. It's kind of unexciting. Maybe it's just Trawler Drake here. I think I'm just going to go all in and just sort of have fun. The whole artifact theme. Let's get a Skull Bomb in here. I think we have enough 3-drops. We're not really doing poison. I guess we could do like a counter here. Pick up a Terramorphic Expanse. And looks like the Glider wheeled, so happy to see that. I guess we could take either the guy who scries or a Trick. I think I like the Trick a little bit more. Do we have any 5s? We have like 1 5. Not very excited about this card. I guess here we'll just take... We don't have a lot of flyers either. It's too late on that one. That's okay. And then we wield the Fisher. Okay, pack 3. We have the Apostle of Invasion. So this is normally a totally busted card. It's still quite good as a 4/4 flyer. It's just not that exciting in this deck. I think actually the better card for this deck, as unassuming as it is, it's either going to be the Immobilizer. We don't actually have too many 2-drops. I think what we need is actually the Dune Mover here. And then this one does make 2 artifacts. That kind of gets the pass. I like that as a later game card. Watcher is great for early game. We don't actually have too many early cards here. So I think it is going to be Shepherd. It's good enough that I do want it. Let's see, what does this thing do? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Shepherd. And now we want the Convert to kind of help speed up our deck. The Shepherd is great, and there's all kinds of other good cards here, but we're definitely taking Ossification as unconditional removal. I really do love Transplant Theorist. I want 4 of them. I think it'll be great. I think, let's see, do we have enough 2-drops? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we need the Dune Mover a little more. Trawler Drake is okay. I think I'm more excited about Prophetic Prism. We could take the land. We have 29 cards already. Let's just take the land. Happy to see an Eye of Malkator. It's actually quite good. And Escape Experiment. Okay, now I think we want the Immobilizer. Let's see. Do we have other ways to proliferate? We don't have a ton. I actually think just a Prowler might be better. Kind of sort of does a similar thing. We could also go Skull Bomb. Prowler's fine. Watcher is great. Prologue. We're not playing these cards. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with how this turned out, actually. We have kind of the artifact deck. All right, I don't know if we need this Aspirant's Ascent, so let's just try to cut a couple cards here. And I think this is a 16 land deck. A little bit more blue than white, so I think we cut plains. Might even be a lower to the ground deck than that. Let's see, if we cut. Since I think since we have the Expanse, I'm just going to cut, I think I want to cut the Surgical Bay here and just be a little bit, actually no, not Surgical Bay, excuse me, one of the islands. So we're down to 15 land. I think this is low enough to the ground deck, we can do that. And then everything is an artifact except for our removal and Plated Onslaught, which pumps our entire team for 2 mana. Most of the time, probably. So we have 16 creatures. I guess we have 17 with the Helm. I think we're looking at maybe cutting a 3-drop here. Maybe Custodian. I think I like everything else more. So if we cut Custodian, we're down to 40. And this, I think this looks good. The only other question, we've got a lot of 2s. We could consider not running the Surgical Bay and just running a basic instead, just so we're playing everything on time. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run the basic instead, since we're only running 15 land. Okay, let's give this a go. Part of the thing that helps us with this low land count is the Dune Movers and then also the Mirror Convert. Oh, this is great. I think we want, well, we definitely want the island. So I think we want, do we want 6 mana? I think just the island. Alright, so now we could use Mesmerizing Dose. I don't think we even need to bother. I think we just do Prowler plus Watcher, just to get more bodies on the table. And then we can use these next turn if we have to. So I think we start with Prowler to tap down as 3/3, push in with a 4/4 and the other 4/4. And if we draw a land next turn, we can just tap down 2 things and just bash back in. Okay, so this brings in an artifact, right? Yeah, that'll still... Okay, good, that'll still trigger this. I think we actually just want to do the Prowler here. Prowler tap down is 3/3. Because we don't want to give him like a good double block on our 4/4. I guess. Yeah, I think it's still Prowler. Although I guess now we can tap the Blade Graft, and we'd rather have him trade with our with his 3/3. Okay, so here I guess we can, let's see. So if we Mesmerizing Dose his Enforcer, does that help us? Not really. So I think we just drop out our 2 creatures here. And then I think we still want to put the Dune Mover in play. So we can do this next turn. We will allow him to trade with the 4/4. So we're gonna trade the 4/4 for a 2/3, which isn't great, but we're gonna push some damage through. I think we just want to get his guys off the table right now. Okay, happy to trade for the 2/4. Okay, so now if we tap down his one of his 2/3s, and then I guess we could swing in with everything. He could kill the Melcator, but that doesn't really matter. Let's see, so what are his blocks if we do that? He probably kills a 2/1 with his 2/3, 1/1 here, and then trades here. So he would be still taking lethal. I think this is worth it. So let's tap down one of his 2/3s. Okay, so let's get this going here. Let's just see what we're drawing. Okay, so he only has 3 blockers. So far, I love the deck. It's part of the reason why I love Dune Mover is hands like these. I feel like blue is pretty underdrafted in this format also. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my inclination. I don't think we're happy to trade this here, so I think we just want to do Prowler end of turn. Otherwise, I guess we could just do like Experiment plus Skull Bomb. Yeah, I guess we'll do it that way. We could tap down his guy. He's holding some kind of trick, I'm not sure what. But I think tapping his guy down is fine. We could also just, I guess, offer the trade. We could Skull Bomb and then jump our guy. But again, he's holding something up here, I don't know what. I think he probably wants to kill the Transplant Theorist, so maybe actually we do just tap his guy down. I kind of like that. I guess let's lead off with the Skull Bomb. And then here, I don't think I want the thinning. I want more kind of action. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. If we think he has like the 2-mana counterspell, we could take the plains just to try to land this. I don't think it matters that much. All right, now I think we do want to tap his guy down, try to get some damage in. So he might have a Chrome Prowler of his own here. Not really sure. And then I think we hold the land for when we play our next artifact. All right, let's find out what we've got. I think we could just drop Watcher. I kind of want to jump our guy though, just to get that extra damage in. Although wait, hang on, he's got reach. I think I'm just going to drop the Watcher here. And then I think next turn we just attack with everything and make this thing a 0/5. So I guess we're racing. All right, let's draw a card and see what we get. We don't. We can make this a 0/5. So we might as well jump our experiment here. Although now it's going to be a 1/5. That's actually kind of a problem. Because now we can't attack with Watcher. And then he can swing back for almost lethal. So we're pushing... He blocks here, blocks here. We're pushing 3 damage. Or I guess he just makes the trade. Well, if he hadn't killed our guy, we could have killed him there, but unfortunately we're a little bit shy, so we can get him to 3. So here I think it's worth using Mesmerizing Dose. I guess we could just use Prowler instead. Yeah, I guess we just go Prowler just to make sure that we can get through with our poison so this can start activating. Then I think next turn we jump this. Unless he casts Luca, in which case this is a problem.
I have evolved! Tower is mine for the taking.
Okay, I guess in this case we just tap his guy down and kill Luca. Normally I would go Dune Mover here, but I guess we could go Glider to block his Siphoner. I think that's probably the play. So here we could go Dune Mover plus Watcher. I think Enforcer is the play here. I know we're at 3 poison, and we'll take another one in the air, but I think it's still the play. Like, I'm happy to trade Dune Mover here. I guess just being mana efficient. So I don't. We're at 5 poison. I guess we're going to trade here, so it's less important to tap the Blight Billy Rat. Now we probably want to tap down his Rabble. But at the same time, like, we want this to trade with his Rabble. So maybe it's better to tap down his Blight Belly Rat. So we take this, go to 12, push back for 7. We are trading up here if we trade, but we're on the we're hitting first, and so if we go to 12, I'm less worried about that. I almost think we just push here with, I think we take it actually. And then I think we jump our Prowler so that it can't be double blocked, but mainly because I want to draw a card. Alright, so if we don't block anything, he just blocks our 3/3 and we push for 6. We would need Affinity off the top for the win. Otherwise, we block here, take 6, go to 6. He gets to proliferate, and I think that's probably the block. So I think now we could double push with both and get rid of one of his Rabble. He'd be able to swing us back down to 4 unless he had something extra. And then we could finish for the kill. The other play we could do is we could get rid of a 3/3, attack with our 3/3, and then try to trade up with our 3/2. That might be a little bit safer. I guess we could have done that after combat. I don't need to give him that information. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just attack with 1 3/3. So now we can drop to 3 and then use this to tap down a 6/6, swinging for lethal force blocks. But I think we just trade up our 3/2. I guess the other thing is if we draw, or no, this is not an artifact, we're going to draw this. Yeah, let's just trade up our 3/2. All right, that was a nice draw. And then it's really, I mean, we might as well just play the convert here. If we draw another artifact, we can activate. Although actually we don't have any cards to discard. I think I'm just going to not play this, just because that way we can activate the Malcator for sure. And then we'll have an extra card to get rid of. That works too. Yeah, I mean, going all artifacts and these Eye of Malcator is just great. Yeah, if you go all the way, I mean, Escape Experiment is also pretty useful. And those Transplant Theorists are just fabulous. I think if our deck wasn't all artifacts, I could have held that to make sure that I trigger my Eye of Malcator. So maybe it would have been better to hold the Skull Bomb. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Yeah, although I'm not sure, I don't think we discard. I mean, I don't even know what to discard. Maybe the Prowler? These are all great, though, so... do we want Prowler? Prowler over Transplant Theorist. I guess we could take another Transplant. At this point, I actually want Prowler more. So I think we're just going to decline on this. Yeah, I think here we tap it down with Prowler. Wow. These are all great. I guess we don't need a second transplant. That's crazy. It's crazy, but these are both removals. So I think we just cut the transplant theorist here. So I think we sack our Skull Bomb. Okay, that was a nice draw. And then I think we will take the land, put it on top, draw the land. Do we want to discard one of our removal and then play the Prowler? Otherwise, we just use Ossification this turn. So maybe we decline the land draw. So I don't think we need 5. Yeah, I think we decline here. And then we're going to discard the land anyways. Now we're at 10, we can push 6 here, and then ossify one of his guys. Yeah, I think we push in. Plated Onslaught is pretty cool. We're a little bit short on mana. So I guess we do Prowler, tap him down, 3, 7, 9, 11, unless he's got tricks. Okay, so this one we probably can't keep. I guess we could try to like draw the land. I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand though. There we go, that's a lot better. So here we can get rid of a plains because we know we're going to draw an extra land with the Doom Mover. See, I think we want more double blue. There's double white for Shepherd. Then we have Mesmerizing Dose. So I guess it's an even split. I guess let's go for blue. Guess we guessed right. Let's see, we have 2 artifacts. Do we want Logbook? Probably. I mean, we've got so much beatdown though. As hilarious as it sounds, I don't think we even have time to draw cards. Like, we're just going to be bashing face for the next 5 turns. I think we just want more pressure, honestly. I think Logbook is fine. It's maybe we should have left it on top of that, but probably should have left it on top. I think maybe I guess we could, if we Prowler again, tap down his Aspirant. The problem is he can trade Vorak for our Malkator, which I guess is alright. Then we still are pushing for 3 damage. It's not as exciting. But it is forward momentum, so there's that. Yeah, I think I'm willing to trade this for that. I think that's okay. I think we want to hold this in case we draw like a Transplant Theorist. All right, so now we can play out both. So Flesh Cutter will activate. We'll use Mesmerizing Dose on the Aspirant. I guess he can trade Basilisk for our Malkator, which isn't great, but it's something. Yeah, I think I'm still fine with that. I guess this does open us up to a little bit of removal, like if we, since we only have one creature right now, I guess he has Canker Bloom. All right, so I think we try to equip, he just destroys our equipment, which feels pretty bad. So I think we just go Malkator here. And he's definitely looking to refill with Flame Stoker. Ooh, that was nasty. That is not going to do it. Okay, so if we ossify his Flame Stoker, we can stop him from drawing all the cards. However, we still have a bunch of damage coming our way. We could get rid of the Blade Aspirant, which is unfortunately probably the right move right now. I mean, the cards are really bad, but this aspirant is causing us all kinds of trouble. So next turn he can just, yeah, I think we go for aspirant here. You don't usually see that an aspirant be that good. I think we're willing to go to 6 to try to stabilize. Yeah, otherwise we could like throw the Malcator in front of it. I think let's try to take one hit. Because we want to get a draw off our Transplant Theorist. Okay, that's too bad. All right. That's pretty much going to do it. Yeah, I don't think we can draw anything out of this. going to be a tough one, that's for sure. This is definitely a constructed card we're up against. We can definitely use that on Maze Crusher. I think we don't need to use it right now. Although I guess he can remove counters to destroy this in response to this targeting it. Which is kind of gross. I like the Prowler, but I think next turn we want to drop both of these, so maybe that's the play. Just based on our mana. This is a weaker card for sure, but we're not beating down a crazy amount right now. Yeah, this is just awful. Okay, so you can make that a 6/6. This gives something else haste. Which is super gross. We're at 12. These are actually kind of equally bad. I think we actually get rid of the Furnace Strider. Okay, so I think we have to chump here, unfortunately. I guess, actually, well, we don't have to chump. Let's see, if we drop to 4, yeah, no, we do need to chump. Never mind. I think we're pretty much just dead. Well, we went 4 and 3. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you next time.